Yo abusia ena so da foforo. Na mo mutumi mani pa ni wu o. Mutumi mani pa ni wu. Mate mo kasa. Mate obia kasa medamo ase. Mama hu se nye zombies e dey di mechi. But sebe mo ye pel sampa. And you are able to call me into other obia say jai men kuntokwa men kuntokwa mate ase mate kasa. Na ya na mabere. Nti se me pa mo wo. Sa asem mi jama mo na mo amachire me ne amenye so that me nkuntokwa biom. I'm not even fighting. Me nye hypocrite. Nti sa de ha me a ana enko yi a I just talk about it and it ends there. Je see mo se mo mpe mate ase. Platform ye nyina de ade mo mpe wo so ye nye. Na emom no me pa mo wo. Sa ni pe ya odi mi si ni group mu odi matem se me meba back to me senses. Me de nkrofo ba me platform so no ma be kan kwase asem. Sebe na confusing crofo na me nti bibia sekra ono na bibisa no the lies was just huge and I have evidences, I have voice notes, I have copy and everything. So since you people are saying say Maame nka ho asem no pamocho, should I take him on? Cause me to me taking him on because it's difficult for me say sebio kafrache a local cheap hypocrite like this. Me, I never knew he was a spiritual person. Never, ever. For me to roll cameras because of him. Minim, inti assembling na abo me so. Inti mesramo. Mo se Maame nko, mate kasa. Inti me pa mo me taking him on na because me evidences I can take him on. Blue. Inti mo amonchire me ne amenye. Maame nkasa. Me so Maame taking him on. Maame bia ni kunu wuye. Na hospital ho no osu na omo se Maame aha ye nsu. Ono se na bue so se aye nka bue na ndi oto no se pamucho se Maame nkasa me taking it on na mo ankasa mo nkire me ne amenye because me evidences, voice note, everything je to me taking it on but mo ne me na wo ho mo akasa akire me mate kasa inti menye den nsem sei no eya menye ne den mesre mo we di adesrede kese pa na me to mo anim onipa da se ni timi gina group of people anim me nim ne number timi the phone to ya na so se munye kom Maame Grace na afre me no so wanya problem kese enti se ma mboa na onye obi mboa no ne ade mabusu nyina ada problem mu mintumi solve me keni pay oni me number me so me ni ne number obi so ka kire obi se me no oye me ono no oye me spiritual bath Maame 20,000 pounds hwem na ekọ ti wanhu me kasa because of GDA na mo de ahye me mu no mpamocho motemase me ti we me bebo bibia da wuro nkire o Usi obi read card astrology am obi a charge no. Me more da wuro 20 years medjuma me ye ni am de edjuma na copper na me ne mo aka wasem po me fo so obi aso meto. Nti me ni baabi okonya asem no wo say obeka kire me wo me platform no so say me ni ama omokofa omoto you were just a liar. Eno na eye mebufu no. Ka episode ni enkofia ba mo se Maame nko meje asem na ma mo me pese me kasa be tintin. Mo amon kire me de amenye because me nim de ameye bioma manipa. And all these people are people that I brought them to light. And omo nyina yes aniama we no reason no me nya she. Obi se ma ye bibia o meka na ye nyina nti. Ti mo se Maame nka hwe amate madani mum. Nti me sere mo am take you on na me ti bibi na me evidence. This one I have evidences. I want to show him pepe. So next time me se nkrofo we me bisa so omo wo spirit ampa. Omo wo deities. Omo wo abosom ka abosom na be ku omo. Because they lie too much. Ba mo amonchire me ne amonye no ne kasa bebrebe mi de se me fie na ekwe mo ntese makaso biom. It's a promise but I will take people on. Se mo fo say yenye ne sanso a na mama mate ase. We just by the way. It's another day. Last week me ma who the difference between atheists and obi a waye awakening. Wontumi nka se waye awakening na weni da bibi so se sebe we na me hye enti na ebema bibi ntumi nyeme anase we na me soa ana me koto ha me yese no ma kire wo difference ne last week wo betimi aka se oh me to me crystal ahye because wo be sha atade you use perfumes, you use ornaments and all that the same way wo betimi aye ni nyina so wo benefit wo di aduane pa na wanyini kwampa so ni nyina wo ho but enye unya ne pe a uhu se wo na wo control on everything but unko kutu bibi unko try way unko ye say it's okay if somebody is doing it but last week ma kire difference no ama wahu again me ma uhu lens nso so akodo a nipa de hwa ade nti so Kristo ni hwa ade a ne lens ye different from Muslim so hwa ade a but their why awakening no the lens ne cut across onye limited in anything because that person doesn't know what is called fear. Inti oni me risk, oni me anything, or kwa no ane say, or kana sema no oka, no okwa ni baby. Last week in my church, we mu nyina ama ye nyina ya te ase. Last week obi chiro comment bi a sheme se me re finidi. O se nka ono opo obi kunu anka omba mi kunu hu da because nka nsaku wanse. Me mama kwa bakase and we are discussing metaphysical cosmology. That is what we are discussing today. We are discussing Earth and Astra. That is what we are discussing today. I'm sure we have all heard spiritual people talk about the realms of the spirit. And in the realms of the spirit. And in the realms of the spirit. And how they assess prophecies and mysteries. Into where they are free. And I say. In the realms of the spirit. I saw your ancestor drinking pito. Now in the realms of the spirit, na mi ancestor no reclamine. Na in the realms of the spirit and in the realms of the spirit, we hear this every day. In the religion and study of spirituality, realms are well documented and explained. However, most of the spiritual people we encounter on day-to-day basis usually show very little knowledge or understanding of realms. The way we talk about realms, sometimes when you are having a conversation with some of these spiritual people, now be some okay, so realms now woko because to kwanya unim baby a woko unim road a wo faso unim o destination nti ask them realms na woko no woko hefa road ben so na wonam tunnel ben mu na wonam portal ben mu na wofa. What you say? Don't bang na wu breaki ako. How are you ask all these questions? No, nanka de na ba be ye pepepe ayeden e de amount. E bi kura say omo to me travel no ma land wo wrong place. Nsem no de e dosun enye nne na ye betumi achirechiri. The study of realms is important in human psychology as well as consciousness, so that you will not fall easily for just talks, but truth. Ade we here pa at the ma consciousness. Truthfully, the ama consciousness no kra ni preaching na be difficult nowadays ni say. Enkrofo person omu spirit. When you are preaching consciousness, ebinu matimi ehun say consciousness also has something. Say wo friend so bi, say unti ama eye very difficult. But say bete sa study way ase a and na unim psychologically no bete ase when they say consciousness and no correct, so that you are not easily deceived. This is the age of information. Me peso obiate asenkrofo can say Aquarius era. Yes, it is the age of information, and we are not based on religion. So we are going to unpack this editorial from all disciplines. Yeah, babe fasa editorial from all disciplines, like all angles. Knowledge has no boundaries. Siyehunu eni baby a epim. And you're limited, like a broad, just like life, so any boundaries, no. Sahana knowledge in so etie. Maka some way in area, no one was some midi kind of kind, no. Me paucho, me, I don't encounter any of your spiritual people apart from having conversation with them on my platform. And it's a sorry platform, no, so now I don't know them. I don't actually know what they do. Minim omu. Intimesramo semetna hana me kasa. I am not directing it to anybody because I don't actually know what they do. Because on mobile platform, so group they don't do that on the platform. So I don't actually know what they do. Intimesrao se wo episode waha na sem na me kan no kura no feel say resonate with your leader. Na wo kobo na mane a na waka kire ne say maame ne kan say me hwa wo yesa because wo na wo ne wo ho. Ena wunim nia oye. Nti sa wo pesa wo ka bibi kire na, don't use me. I am begging you like I am tired. I don't want to do again. I don't want to do this thing again. Enti me pa chaw, asem bia me ka wa ha no, I'm not focusing on anybody but the truth and yourself. Enti I want this to be straight for all of us. Enti yate sa asem we nyina ase awie no. Mama wa kwaba. At the best spiritual word you may dear kesiye so. Your hour of enlightenment and soul elevation. Me man krankre biara akwaba. I am Maame Grace, African's finest spiritual visionary. It's another day and it's going to be great. I believed you, 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 and I send you love wherever you are watching me from. I send you joy, I send you strength, and I send you peace. I send you joy, I send you strength, and I send you peace. I send you joy, I send you strength, and I send you peace. Wherever you are watching me from, I send you pure light, pure energies. I send you help. I wipe away your tears. I send you strength, 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 strength. I ubaya camera mind, you know, and need the sound of my voice and connect it. So you are able to dissect. Adie bia utie e wahanomo na a benefit with spirit and with soul. So you walk as a person or you're full, nor you're aligned with everything that makes somebody a full human being. I send you love. I send you love once again. I send you love and I wish you a nature day wherever you are watching me from. I welcome you. It's another episode. It's going to be great. We are discussing metaphysical cosmology. I mean, Earth and then astral world. Let's see and assess these things. Na yenhwe dia eden ewom. So abusia endano mene wo beko two stages. Makacho topic aye discuss metaphysical cosmology. Na ye kwa kwhwe the earth plane and astral plane no eyade a enkrofo ka bebre chese abeye another thing you can't ignore when it comes to spirituality in our modern days. Untumi ignore. On this platform, you know my name. I am the voice of our ancestors. They speak through me, they smell through me, and they drop every particle of information through me to us. Now, no me revealing in sequence and so. Nti achimu ano no kakra kan sequence. Now I can know we won't say ye better was ye later. Ka worry. Whatever, however, I'll bet you comment section in sequence. If this is a journey, then we begin from earth, the land of the physical world. Say abrabo eya kwentuo said the aye nananom eka ye ne dia. Na kwentuo no estati free hima wo as onipa. Estati free ehifa ema wo asasi so. Ana ehe na wodwin say start edema. Now, ye baba discusses our topic we very important and I want you to pick things and ask me questions. I mean critical questions and I will pick them and answer them. But don't forget to help me with the first question I ask all of us. Because enye easy. Isa woda wo dem no bi apam ko to fatal force. Inye ma fe na kane edon etom. Now, let's look at the earth plane. Yente no ase first na fe yenhwe the rest. This is the realm we know best. This is the realm we know best as human beings. The physical world bound by time, space, and the laws of nature, as well as the creation of man. This is the earth plane. If you are here and you can hear my voice from your gadgets, anabibia who used to be and yet the American yase. The physical plane is everything we hear or see, including our understanding of planets and extraterrestrials. Sana hanom no akwakoye. But yebekom na yahwemedi kan achiro de ewom dada. It's not only where we live, but where we struggle and where we awaken, but also where our understanding of divinity sits. Me pesa wote sa de we asema me papa enye se ye wa happen ti na bibia ba bia ye struggle ni nye no nko a ba ahanom de ba bia ye nya mesu no so te no And also eka ho wa ha saying. I read a story about a near-death experience that said that there is no religion or ego when you die. And I will be a work about the catching so koto sorry for dear we mati be that time I'm sorry no. Meti bi so almost omukọ e no almost Pentecost fo nyina nkwa ha presby fo nyina nkwa ha na no ni asori obeko nti and no buy no be fine mati be that but like when you use your common sense ubebisa wo ho say after owuo no asori wo ho no mu ana na Yesu kura na okọ asori wo him misrem a se mu betumi aboa ye ni beji religion or ego when you die emfa ade we say. So Christians think they will go to heaven, and Muslims also think otherwise. Omuso awo baby ombeko say ni na they use heaven for the word, but the accoutrement ne benefit na wo ho no na eye different no ebi mu de na nipa wo ho like I say aheya anti na ne nanka ne so ne kura ne sen. But you die and leave all the religiosity behind, because that character is for the earth plane. Ahape bebrebeni nyinara aheya na eso. The structure is not anywhere than here. All this bebrebeni bruhaha any de ekoso nyina NCA, it doesn't go anywhere. It is associated with defining yourself and your community and having a sense of belonging. Enoni bebrebe a sense of belonging, another dangerous thing eku amanfo. Now here Revelations platform Maame. Ya wodi ene yenhwe. Enumdwa. Ya wodi ene yenhwe. Unhwe mpo. Enso wakohwe wodi ene hu se wo hu 50k da. $50k na minya wo episode. No mo manya 200 plus views konapu. Omo abeka bibi. Mashebo nti I promise. Makele wo ho. Abusia, so you think your community is the best and your religion is the holiest because a year will say what they call baby. These are all for the earth plane. Aheya na wiye. Aheya na epim. Enko baby ya. E wiye wa ha. Unless say we say uko heaven na Christo Methodist for one year the platform is equally open. Come and let's have a conversation. As vast as the attention of the earth plane is, in nearly every spiritual tradition, this world is just the beginning. This place is just the beginning, where the spirit experience physicality. Aha. It lives at its pace. The body is finished. Aha no na honhom no ebe gura body ni mu ebe experience physicality. Se honhom ni decide say everybody ni mu a body no ewie na body ni ewie so a ewie ha na emom no honhom no na ema body ni ye relevant na ye active na ye responsible no eno eyeja no wa ha ewie ti na me ka tro say wo body mfiri baabi a na baaye na eni baabi anso so a ekọ na emom de drive wo body no ene wo baabi a ekọ na wo baabi a ebeto aso nti se wo ye bibi mpa na se wo put niam bi together mpa anka me mfa wo honhom ade bi e wo honam no ho ewie ha pese wo te ase wo betumi atatade ahye you look nice wo betumi ahye mpaboa you look nice but ni nyina NCA e physical nti se ye wo so obra bi a wo bor no ni na ye honam ye ni na wo hwehwe honam ni amade a and then you have something to think about. I had the open year bet me jawudin e wa ha say but bibia we ya no ha bia it doesn't matter there nti wo hwe wo honhom so ananka wo hwe wudin so eyie wa ha nti no ma take new action se mo so ma me nkasa de ananka matwa so ne ma me nkasa de na ebe ehu. Aye. So everything from religion, science, economics, nations, tribes, language, spirituality, metaphysics, astrology, WhatsApp groups, akokonsafo, everything is as huge and broad as they make it seem on earth. The physical plane is just the beginning of realms. I want everybody to understand. So stop the joke. Here, bibia wo ye wa ha bia ye baby. It's just the beginning. Wanamuntu as akola afekura na will try to sit in a box and sana warrior. All religions and psychological theories believe that the physical earth is not the final destination, obi anyway, but a kind of spiritual testing grounds. Obi eni asase so a ontumi nkasa de we onte ase minim adeko a wo use ana medium a wo fa so a wo hwehwe bibi. But everybody onim say the body will end here, but onim so obeto so free ye nananom abre so they were aware of this. Na ye known to them. So what makes you think you have the power of the spirit as some claim? Me a powerful spiritual power obi eni hwe. Some believe it is even an unrealistic reality and a matrix which all scholars and masters of religion have acknowledged. Obi enim Krishna fonim obi enim se wuwu wa ha ensan ye e wa ha ebi se life na ye drama. We've heard Dr. Jan all can dey we multiple times say life ye drama. Obi like this is something people nipa can say ye drama. Can drama dey say ye bepon anameboa nti ye pon drama so a obi akoni fie nti na say it doesn't end here. In Hinduism, for example, the earthly plane is called Maya. Theory, which Buddhists see as basically a realm of illusion that hides the true nature of reality. Almost someone understanding me. So obiye ni no ma odwen se asase so na ewie bibia obiye nim se asase so start bibi na den and start wasase we say so. The Gnostics in their teachings believe and see the physical universe as a prison for the soul. Me mamo amount for theories, any amount for belief, metumi amount 20. None of them pointed out to say earth plane no aha no na ewie bibia obi enim say aha na ye bibia hyase. Sa na Gnostics no so omuso omu hu no say aha ye prison for the souls created by a false god who calls himself Alpha and Omega to trap divine souls and flesh. This is the Gnostics. Omuso omu believe no. So you don't want to be in matrix or you don't want to be in a vision or prison. Niyama mi ensenya meken ina de yin na wo pese wo ho. Mama o Gnostics no, mama o mo de na mama o Hinduism no so de mama o masters no so hin na wo pese wo wo. Ana wo dwene se wo wo. A question. This was the reason I opened a global discussion on the archons and other deceptive spirits used in manipulating reality. Me open a whole this thing for it. Even if we want to look into Hebrew traditions, the Kabbalah sees the earth, which they call the Malkut, as the kingdom that sits at both the lowest point on the tree of life and the starting point for returning to the divine. Saying almost womuhuno. Enti every mystery, every book, every tradition, from Gnostics to the Amabuboina, they see the earth as a starting point for baby. Nobody has ever said, say, maybe that theory is coming. We've not heard anything like that yet. Here, the soul is often caught in cycles of desire, fear, conflict, and rebirth. But according to most spiritual masters and gurus, it's also here that the greatest opportunity lies. It is believed, say, aha starting point. But they see this place also as opportunity. Say, aha na opportunity kesiye. Ebema wa transcend dia ko baby a opese ukobia na wa ascend dia ko baby a opese ukobia ha na elai nti ubehu Buddhist ubehu Jesus obia be encounter ya na obe experience this earth. So wunya ate sa niama we ya say that is when you watch the kind of things you do, because all these Alpha and Omega gods and obia want agenda, but they sometimes almost say assassin ya trapped ewa ha e obia na ye trap wa ha na yebetumi ahwema kwa akiri kakra obia na ye trap e wasasi so ana epese mihu. They believe that through emotions of pain, joy and experience, the soul remembers its purpose and begins its journey upwards. Yedika ye episode about the Kundalini being down and you okay say we be go through niyama, you okay say we bubefu, you okay say we be saying, but don't remain there. That 40 days na yesi Yesu ewu asori means a whole lot. No matter how huge, no matter how bad you fall, no, understand say in 40 days you have to rise and let the bygones be bygones. A big kitapemu 40 years omo da su kitemu omo ti aware na se aware no omo njayo but ade nipa no so de ye nu no kitemu na twetwere no menua wo nko baabi ya ebe ye hindrance e de ama wankasa oni obi anya asem waka na dwe awie owie no 20 years 40 years oda so ohun na wemu na me kama asem madwen kire owie asem. That is me. They believe that the soul go through niyama and no nema soul no kind of purpose. Na etumi ama ne ho so e de akosoro. Pese obi ati we yase mame. This is the main reason why we are here. But what are we doing? E de ye ne ha. De ntie ye wa ha ni o. Nipa mpese obe experience pain. Onipa ompe pain ba akokra ompe bre. The understanding is that the earthly plane may be dense and chaotic, but it's also sacred because every higher realm must first be touched from here. Nti ahane de eyen saka de chembola so. Nanso so no esese bibia pese proceed kobia no ebefa this dome and this realm. Pese obi ate ase na ha no enye easy sa. Enye easy, but the pain and everything you go through no and na bua the soul no say empeja ne ho na nkosoro ana enko nanim. So there is a reason you are here. It is a great opportunity for us to be here if you understand your purpose. Na ubehu say aha na wo no ehia esombo eyade a ehia ne say wo wa hanom say when they say purpose a onipa da se ni hwehwe ka obeto. Won say bibiye aya na bibifo ho ye memobo ye nuanom ni bi omo ho ye memobo because look onipa na e ka kire wo say ade we ya me kire wo no empa ya me si bo no se wo ba wo beto ka wo benye sei wo benye sika wo benye breakthrough onipa na nka so opriti sa de ono ka be na otwi 204 nso wo si ono kire ade na ono kire na onya cars. Inti wontumi read lines no na wonhu se enkoyie abusua ye purpose na ye de wa hanom no eso e change the way aye adwen ni the way aye yehu. It's not all about ahajama because nobody obi eni ho owu ode hwe beko pesa wote ase. So it is like Mandela who must go to prison before becoming a president. Obi ani pain a reward no. Me amiti hey pain na makom for this platform you have no idea. From TV I saw for started so mu chase me na face obi e chase me ma na sisi me twa 8 years na so mo so ba be chase me na yaje ba bia. So sa na de ne tie your pain no and no na be reminded the soul no ne purpose and ebe ma the soul no the reward na move yakọ nanim. So if you are too comfortable in life, I'm surprised because be pain na the reward papa be den e de brayen. For me, I don't entirely agree with this statement and theory. Sa na omuka be na pain now I don't agree with this in theory. Minjintum. If you have seen my editorial on the prisoned earth, I show that the physical plane is a jail system where all sort of creatures are thrown into and the body is the prison uniform. This is what this episode is on our platform. So one shall will be to me later. My theory differs slightly from the Hebrew tradition understanding that we learn from the torture of our experiences on earth, which has been repeated by other mystery teachers. I don't actually agree. My understanding edifa, but my theories ni biya intermediate na make us enu edifa. You unim say and my culture say Ghana de theories ni editorial de otabel pe. Nenso mpo mi wo theories chain or no static jam dada but me wo theories ni which this is my theory. My theory is that the physical plane of earth is a prison and there may be other physical planes that may not necessarily be as prison like as the earth plane is. Me theory no. Me jitum se asase no so no eye prison there. but menti asie mu ni minim die mu no me gitum say there are other earth places and now planes binom a ekonom no de enye necessarily to say de aha na ye wo na ye wo jacket we a ye wo munumu no ana say ye wo prison dress yi a ye wo mu no. My theory differs from what everybody believes. And what is my theory? If you have not watched my editorial on the other worlds, please go watch it. It is called Mundus Infinitus. My way so platform we are so the endless worlds. I believe that there are places jail, but they are all in this world. Medical catch them say there are domes. As a wunya opportunity a wo ewe a wo bekọ hɔ a wo betumi akọ hɔ aba wu minjin tumu se bebia ye prison like that. It doesn't also mean say aha nye prison ye prison but ye prison mo bia na ana ye prison ma ebinom na se ye prison ma ebinom adom bia ye prison ana eno na me pese me no e discuss no. I want to explain my theory of the earth as a prison as opposed to that of Buddhist and Hebrew mythology. I believe that unlike normal prisons where bad people are thrown in for crimes, we do not come to earth because we have necessarily committed a crime. I don't believe so. Somebody can, Mundus Infinitus, me sure say baby wo ho no ma ebi ana bibi na entice o na eba ye nti attachment bebrebe no. My theory is that the earth is a prison, but the people on earth are not all criminals who have been punished. When the baby ami biemu de afa no. Rather, souls come to earth in many ways. First, they are lured or deceived by the carnality of earth and they jump into it. Medican actually sadie we enticement and wo hwa me de abofo kora ye mfato ma say yes abofo no omo ye enticed with the women no omo long hairs no and afede ye omo ebede omo de die ye ne ade na ma omo beka aha enti aha nye jail term e me nipa nyina na enye obi aso no wa ha because of a crime. Obi mo nso wa ha omo be build omo kingdom e wa ha omo try to pack people into it. So let's get deeper into this and see. Oh, share spiritual hour and we are discussing metaphysical cosmology, astral plane, any earth plane. And no and I discussing no and there. Yen shedding free the religious perspective, mabubo traditions, we are not looking into it from that perspective, but from my own theory. Let's look at Genesis chapter 6 verse 2. It states that the sons of God saw the daughters of men and they took wives for themselves, choosing any they wished. That is enticement. Tina meka say, enyo biya na owaha no ma ne boni na etru no abaha. To say the crime in Tino Waha, but to be a enticement. Those who love a nyama bebre no your car can entice you. Now, one said, oh, cars no compound now na a particular car and see a boy and see who get enticed with all these things now and also can throw you back until we should understand say nipe waha ni na nyo bia no waha because of crime bia wa committee and for punishment. You can also be here because of niyama awodo any niyama esom obo and unti na Buddhism for ne say susupri wiase niyama. That is the meaning. That's the communication. That's what they are trying to tell you. The symbolism of this verse in the Bible is to show that your spirit descended into the earth realms out of lust and thirst for physical carnality. What should that scripture way now? This is the meaning. Just nkrofo we no sign form, o san akonda na wa ba won ni pedue munti. And I do mobile form. It says, we should be so, sir. You cannot say they are here because of crimes, but because they are here because of lust. Into what we travel, no sha, a day in Tina Waha. Say, who prison had no ma, a day in a do bar. Is it a crime? Is it lust? Is it car? Is it your house? Yeah, mama enju we hu chro wo hwa say wo pa bibi na do bar, ka dey na do bar. You can write it in the comment section. Enti we nema honhom ni bi eba ha, but it's not the same for every spirit. So the medical church. The second reason souls get born into the earth's prison is for redemption. And no, I ask for no can redemption. I'm sorry for no titiri. After the first family of souls is lured to enter the prison, a higher soul may attempt to come and save them from the prison. I have done an episode for this too for you. The trap son. Inti no ubetumi akoshe no so tie. O ma mi betumi aye hiani. But oba o try sa obesesa abusua nani. Sa na sunsun mu afam so tie. Se ye trapi wo obi wo honom a wo wabra ba wo bo no se wa trapi o se wa kosoro. Wabra ba wo bo no betumi aridimi wo nananom a betumi di omu nyina aba fom. We na me pese ye nyina ye dwene ho. Ne ye ade ya dwene ho. Ya ye den ya hwe ni yie. I have full editorial about this. You can go and watch. John chapter 3 verse 16. I read, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. So Jesus na we sane free na konwa so sa na moka. So ote na konwa so na we sane abefa akwato bia ato ne ho so so oba abeji nipa nkwa. Enti se wabra bɔ no ye a wo ma wo nanampo a wabɔ ne bere yi a wa asende ne ensi fom se wanye ne yi a de waye bia kɔsorompo no e be ate se obi abɔ brapa na waye ajapade ne odi agya de ba no waton ni nyina de anom weed and all the anom whatever you can think of, red colos de keke ka ho wagu ni papa n'anim ase sa na tie otherwise in the realms of the spirit. All these things is in the Bible. But decoding it is our wahala. This verse is not a story or history or spiritual event because Bible na graphic. Na se me see nsuo na eto ye no. Obi akwa hwe wo honom no wa be ka se nsuo to na afa akokoti ni ade nti omo debi. Bible is not like that. It is a symbolic statement to make us understand that some souls come into the earth to save in nkrofo. Na de we no omo ka ne broda ka kosi se Yesu wu free ewufuo mu no che se okoye. Na osan descend ye na obeje nkrofo no oko asamando. Wo all these are codes but understanding no na a problem no. Inti ne krakra ne se souls ni bi ba ha no ma they are on a mission to help others set free and save them. Inti na sa woka sa wo nananom ya abosom wo ye mbronsamfo abusua nkontonchi we firi mu akodwan abusua fofora wo ho omobo yie because bloodline is bloodline. Pese wote ase e wo ha sen e de mame. Some souls come into the earth to create an elevation of consciousness so that trapped souls can escape from the earth prison. Yenina yesisa so. Belly button a whole lot I will treat. Now what say we are fed ya wo ye no betwe ni yie. Another reason why I disagree with the Hebrew traditional theory that we come on earth to suffer, to learn, and to know our purpose is that I have theorized that some descend into the earth plane to capture the earth and establish their draconian kingdom out of the earth. My theory see ewo hono mo dada. So how is someone like that trapped? Obi ono wabaha na ono no wabe creating the kingdom waha or chichi souls edigum no. You cannot say that person no why trapped. What you say? Enunti na me jin tum say Hebrew traditions no more dear no more can because you can't tell me say the draconians too are trapped here because they are rather building their kingdoms here. So how are they trapped? And if that's the case, then you can't say so be or was assassin subia trapped. This is my argument. In this particular theory, I won't back it with a Bible verse, but rather with ancient account of reptilians, greys, Dracos, Anunnakis, Nine-Eaters, Nordics, and other alien races who have been recorded throughout the history of mankind to have attempted to take over the earth and establish their civilization and rule. These people, no, to me, now they are trapped because looking at it, no, trapping nipa and almost like they are building their kingdom until you can't say this in coffee maybe born when is any. Why are trapped? They are not trapped like me and you. Do you understand me? They are building their kingdoms here. So when you are counting people, why are trapped? anase omo jail term na anase where you can't say they are also in jail term. I know a lot of spiritual teachers who take their inspiration from either the Buddhist or Hebrew or even Christian or Islam won't be happy with my theory of why humans come into the prison called earth. Omo de omo to me engine to mana omo ni nhye da engine e wo de America no ho. Because as na America there and the ebeba it is ebe say omo na omo build omo worship. So when we say you were trapped in a trapped place double into omo no omo ni nhye da engine because some crofo we no omo nipa fear. And omo promise nipa baby nipa ebeko. Most spiritual people believe we come here for either punishment or to find purpose out of hardship and tribulations. Then we finally find the truth. Intino yewo spiritual people ni bi so omo ache abrabo no life ni age bi mo. Ometumi ama from age B to age B, ese uko pain mu, from age B to age B no, ese uko tribulation mu, ansa na wabe say, oma twitwa nkrofo bi age mu no oma hyehyehye, obra ese so omumbre. I don't agree to this. My opinion. Well, I disagree that even though that is how it has been turned into, the original purpose of the earth is not to test anyone with pain so that they learn purpose out of the pain. No. And yes, sir, obi wa kan asema kire na o say me what this age nti say me call this one. There are things that people can say to pamper people, and there are things people can say to control other people's emotion. Deal with your emotions once and for all. Don't pamper it, because ube pamper na control with emotions ebe grow ekodu level bi na wu nipa no beba be vulnerable. So deal with your emotions once and for all. Now we throw no at the other side. That is how the current system of rulers of the earth has made us into, but it is not the original intention. Inti aya na make spirituality abeya cancerous. People don't understand. Eye nieme bi ebinu epia hya ya adwene mu a na ama se ya bedu level bi a se wo ko back po na wo ka bibia enyi ni book mu eni internet so a obibini njintum babisa se obibini internet na ye wo de ya wo na wo programming internet na sa na omo aye ade we dia ma ba unfortunately no enye sa na ade no etie. But when you preach that this is not supposed to be like that, because people benefit from it, and it becomes a bigger problem for you. In short, the earth is a prison not by the original plan. Mark my words. It was later turned into a prison by spirits that are the same as your spirit. But they have tricked you into seeing them as gods. Because reduce your memory. But obibini jidi say there are Anunnakis ni nyame we nyame. We mention all these people, the Alpha and Omega, thems they are unyame. They feel say ono ye lesser spirit than them, because you took a bold decision they cannot take. That doesn't make you anything lesser than them. We need to mean tiase. The fifth dimension is the original, which some have already shifted. This is where we are no a 3D world, but the original place na ye nipa dia no na nka ye fifth dimension. And na crofo we a copy no ma be pesi bibia wa ha na no na ye focus na akoso nti se woni nipa e kasa na abeye difficult, because ya programming ya dwen ne saa. Say ni pampo so dae no hu bibia eye ne se we fi wiase mu akowiase foforo. Ye wo big problem. I don't know when we will get there, but I know we will get there. We are suffering on earth and feeling pain, joy, sadness, and happiness at the same time, because there are artificial rulers who call themselves gods that you people love so much, who have hijacked the original plane of this plane and changed it so that they will be gods and they will choose who becomes king and leader of the earth. Even animals have freedom than human beings. Animals, they have freedom than human beings, because ya mistake the niyama chechere ye kon bebrebe. They have made the earth their kingdom. and changed its entire cosmology to create a prison plane. Into what hanom na ye say ha na wo prepare bibia de aba. Showing you what people don't even want to. People have rejected that eti baby. Ye say no na ye joy ya. You are joker. That is my theory. And one day we will delve into this theory in details. So maybe a bienia, maybe any swatch. I said it is my theory. I know I have done editorials about the masters of the universe and other rulership theories like the Council of Elohims and others are concerning my in our platform way. So when you watch these things, you know what is controlling where we are. So you are able to decide and determine where to stand, where not to, where to go and where not to. This is what I'm preaching to you. But in brief, this is what I make of the ideology that Earth is a test plane for us to find our purpose. Very simple and easy. Yesu beriwe ne purpose waha. Muhammad beriwe ne purpose waha. Buddha beriwe ne purpose waha. Krishna beriwe ne purpose waha. Ubetumi aboba mabosomi aso. Wo nso so hwehwe den waha. Eno na mepese wo dwen ho. A purpose for what? The purpose ye den. Have you seen Royal of Britain coming to Kaswa to suffer just to find purpose before? But can't you say they will come now because of purpose? Purpose they are done beans to crash and china. And I'm a purpose, and I'm a purpose, and I'm a purpose. Na nyama na mune eko. Say ese wo bre. Ese wo go through pain pamucho. When we say obi fi palace, Arab for no rich people no wabaka so obedo koko. Ansana wa the purpose abemu ana misremu we the question. We say bad things to comfort ourselves. It's so bad. Yeah, they are control your emotions. If you don't deal with your emotions, you will be in shackles. I'm telling you. If you don't deal with your emotions, now who control na emfa wonko baby ya enye you deal with it. Ye keka niama ede jiji ye were nyame na ema ono na eji nyame mre ne merepa sa niama na wote wa ubehu ana chinchine atwan na fa brota ji wo yefu nyina abos. Meanwhile, ubetumi adwen no make decisions ebeboa ama wanigie dabi yempe nokore. Hu se royal bia ka se mekwa akotop mu na mabre. No, I don't think so. So I totally do not subscribe to that theory for now. See how the theory ni say wo brand me I don't subscribe to that. Like minjin tumsa. Now let's look at astral plane. Oh, share spiritual hour with the goddess of Akabulen. We are discussing metaphysical cosmology, the earth plane and the astral planes. That's what we are discussing today. 3 years ago, I did an opening editorial about Astra and the silver cord. 3 years ago. Later, I opened a whole discussion on this from other angles on revelations. 3 years ago, we na me the topic na me fe nipa 3 no more discussing na yahwe. This has influenced many people to start the journey of following and leadership. Eya wahu. Se yen aye pese ye a wahu. So be eka bibia na ye the credit na manipa no, you don't lose anything but you rather become bigger. Bitterness is so bad in us as black people. She papa ye osofo yi oye ni editorial, he was able to state say me na make ya waska sem Ghana first. Or no osofo emfa ne ho. I don't know whether when you say the truth you will die. She obi enye best, obi enye better nchen you obia. Obia that you are big or small, everybody has something special in him or her. Fefe nefe. Inti wudi obi twi form sa na ayeden. But omu nim sebe nyansa no hwe bibia say you are copying and pasting. That's anyway, just by the way, I have more light to give. Ain't any problem at all. What am I saying? So when I made this editorial, no, na me den crofo ba na eye open, then we all started talking about it. So when I talk about something and obika say ono na yi na me fa, just go to the platform, Google that topic and look at the date. You will find where it started from. So because of that, I won't go too deep on this. It's even becoming an overused topic. Ain't in a person may go too deep about it. But for detailed teachings on realms of spirituality, I have to touch on this. Said ya because we are talking about realms in spirituality. I say to me mad details. No. Why? Because I know all your spiritual teachers are teaching this editorial. They pick the episode from here and they teach it. It's not a problem at all. And we are over 33 million in Ghana. 1 million, I will die. You can't contain it. It's not a problem at all. They watch this episode every day, every minute, every hour. It's so beautiful, but because of, say, my name is a scavenger spirit. And a woman to me, no more was almost they are learning. So I have to teach well because on more platform. So as I said, nothing escapes the earthly realm. That realm, everybody will go through it. Knowledge and experiences do not go anywhere. They are here watching. So I have to go details with fake account. Baby, plenty of them. Or maybe I say plenty of them. Me, when you ask me about something and I don't know, I will tell you point blank. So then I will be some meaning. Why do you find it difficult to tell this to people? But rather, you will condemn and you carry or board the next day you are doing the same thing. Who can be you're wise so you're smart because you can't blame Jesus Christ. You can't blame me. So one call heaven. Or no be woman heaven. Now who nipa to me blame you be I be a wunya ne be anko baby apart from earth. That is why old people begin to lose their memories when they are getting older. You acquire knowledge to be fearless, so you can do things no way jedimpa. Ewa, but no matter how clever, we dementia. You can cross check this. Obenya bedru baby no na memory ni di onim na we lose. Enti no ono ane bapo onim ni din, ono ane kunumpo onim ni din. You can't boast about what you know for long. Na me come chiro. Enti na me person ko bi ampo ni nya asem because obi wo hu me do obi a wo hu me da bia nim say me so simple. I know I am the nicest person. If you are a good person, you know. Wo ye nipa bonu so a wonim. Cause obi anim no ho na wo ye papa a ewo wanim, wo ye bonu so a ewo wanim. Dia wakoma mu ne wadwene mu ne te ne eno ehu empopoye ehyen ehyen ewo wo ho. Me na meka kire wo. Nti tete mra no se na obi hu sebe etai bon a na mo de anka twade ne ade e de ye ne motom. They believe say sunsun boni bi na abetena ne ho. Nti na no bon nti it is even believed so obi oye fi bebre bia no sebe oye bayifo. Ya mpanimfo etai ka sa asem. Ti said ya wote no wo mu no eno na e reflect won hu nti nka me ye one person. I don't know why I am having issues but it's like that. You can't boast though. If you ask way 5 minutes ahead of us, you don't know what will happen. Your own memory will be forgotten when you get old. First, and then I'm to meet and record this 6th episode, 8th episode one day. Yeah. Old age. Oh. Eta. Beni wo 6 inches heels. You womba na oba na akesi womba. Bia na kotoje e bonkatie epe edwa eyong yo. What's your spiritual with the goddess? I don't know. Who ya den obey ne den. Unto me nyahwe it is part. Your own memory beja ho. Some old people can't even remember the names of their own children and wives. Life, they don't even remember the cars they have. So what's the point? The earth takes its experience, so I am giving it as it comes. No entitlement, no greed. Take it and enjoy yourself. Baby, I will do no. Take your time. Take your time, pa. Yes, why you who teach it dodo. Say nipa mfafo bi eni ho. The astral is a realm of energy. Energy near the coho. Energy obisi ono otumi ono ne metena ono control me. The episode you are talking about, there is no episode like that. Who can so be okofo obi beton nyama ade and one kasa na uni follow wana aba. I told you say be a platform Natichi. I didn't know you were coming to use my own advice to beat me. Really? Me, if I have even done something and you talk about it, I don't even have a... But you lied. You were a liar. A liar. I don't like liars. Michikura wa mabrabom. Say what you know and be free so that oda will better. You lied. Say, maybe I'm share episode you yenko boni yenche. Kushini, local cheap hypocrite. You sell me for 50 cedis and $10. Are you mad? Sorry. Come and talk to me and I will give you cash. Don't sell me cheap like that. And yes, me ferry and come so here frefle. But my share boss me nkubi my share microphone boss. Oh here flefle. Look at tajeme. Akeshi mimi nti bibia se am frɛ wu bisa I have me say mo mama advice no dia mo be ka bia na meye mo say mama nka ho asem I should like this is a plain thing. I have a case. The astra is a realm of energy, emotion, and imaginable creation. That is the astral world. Now let's get deeper into it and see. Unlike the earthly plane, which is heavy and fixed, the astral plane is not like that. According to your energy. I know na machire no. Ahani de bibia ye fixed. The astral is fluid, shifting with thought and intention. Adwene wo tirim. It's part of the etheric space we visit in dreams. What did I say? Me say it is part of the etheric space which we visit in dreams. Nature say etheric space, any astral realm, enyepe. And so be ati ha no masema me. Ye ho ne ye visiting wo dreams, visions, and moments of deep meditation. E ho no na obeko, e ho no ye etheric space. In the astral world, our reality changes and time loses its power. Time and our consciousness begins to realize that we are more than just our human flesh. Until one gets here, obe condemn you. You will never see me. May come a dream. I'm not figure. Me focusing will be also. Because see no as asema make bi obi say ayo no nti me kama no to me nkasa bi ni mu mpo what you do I don't know. Across spiritual traditions, the astral plane is where spirits, guides, and disembodied souls like ghosts resides. That is the astral planes. Where your spiritual traditions omo no say ho no na nsamanfo no omowo won say medikan a kire wo the etheric space and afi maba be kire wo astral plane no eniama ehon nso ewo ho etheric space ne ne yeso dai ye intuitions ne ne ka meditation de ye kɔ no but aha no na nsamanfo ene de akeka ka ne nyina omo nso omote ma kire mu a kire mpacho no wahwe ne yi amamo ho. In modern day esoteric, the astral is the layer of consciousness where out of body happens as well as astral projection. So don't get confused about these two. Until you understand these two, don't make any move concerning your spirit, your soul, and your body. You have to understand these three. And son, why you say move no? Remember in my previous editorial, I said that the astral plane is like a mirror. I can't wait that. Reflecting our hidden desires, fears, and unresolved emotions of the soul. Until I make a say, men my emotional control in your way. Christopher ne pesa pa. So one just our episode now, you can go and watch after this episode. So what is an yama me and some way I say, you know be a woo ye be a foul. Now what you say now we are. Say ye ma wa what you say now we ye. What take you risk? This is where ayahuasca therapy can be assessed with expert dosage and guidance. If you are intelligent and you watch anything, check the date, okay? So you know where everything is coming from. The astral realm is beautiful, chaotic, and deeply imaginative. That's what I say. For many mystics, crossing into the astral is the first real glimpse of the unseen world and the first test of how ready the soul is to move closer to truth and consciousness. Until this happened, Deep trauma is usually stored in the astral realm. And that is why an inexperienced dosage of ayahuasca in an attempt to assess pain causes people to scream and cry in pain at the hands of amateurs. But like I said, this editorial is for education on realms. When you hear about realms of the spirit, what does it mean as a student of spirituality? What does it mean? Here is classroom. Aha, I keep shouting, say, educational purposes. Educational purposes. If you don't understand this, I don't know what to tell you. So, the amakachra wuni no understanding about realms and then I want you to think deep and ask me critical questions. You must know where you are and what realms you are likely to access consciously or unconsciously. This is a big challenge. Obi eko baby akumase a oni baby offer plane po enam wiem. Eko American ewo baby efa, eko London ewo baby efa. Ebi fa ama, ebi mfa ama. Adoka sambua, unim se plane if London ba fa ama. You don't know. Ane makachiro. Ubetumi afa ahoma ntudu nkuru fi a no wesi no wan besi we airport no wan san foka anko. Ubetumi aye sa why? Nti ask these questions. Rem ben ne yeko. Ye fa he ene yako. How many minutes? Bisa all these questions. So when your answer, run for your dear life. I will continue with this next week. We will go deeper into this. So you understand your level and know what to do with your soul, your life, your body, and your flesh. It is very important to understand this, where you can land and what can happen to you. We will continue this message next week, God willing. Like I said, we are purely educational platform. Yawaha 8 years in make social media. I am preaching nothing to you than yourself. I am saying gain your consciousness, control your own life, because that is who you are. Aha. And I'm do busy. I will continue with this episode next week. Shalom. Peace.